Hey guys, I thought I'd do a firewood update. We're middle of January right now, and that's all I have from the 3 cords I got from that guy near here. So it's not quite a cord left there. And this is that tree that I cut down. If you remember that tree, I cut down a 60-foot tree. Just a few sticks of poplar left. But we're not going to make the winter, I'll tell you this. Yeah, every winter's different here, you know. We bought this place in 2021. So the 21-22 winter, the 22-23 winter, we weren't living here yet full time. Like, we were just coming on weekends and stuff. Sometimes we'd miss a couple weeks. So there was no firewood problem. Plus we had a pretty good supply from the previous owner. So we really couldn't gauge how much firewood would we need if we lived here full time. So last winter was the first winter, but it was kind of a weird winter. There wasn't very much snow. It was cold. There was some cold periods, really cold, but there was more warm periods. So I thought, 3 to 4 cords maybe. I probably thought maybe 4 cords, but you might get away with 3.5 even. But this winter, we purchased 3, and I did some cutting on my own, and we probably got a month left of wood. And I've even cut down some more trees lately. Take a look. Just yesterday, I cut down 4 trees behind our catwalk area there. And maybe the tallest tree was 25 feet. And then there were some smaller ones. But got a bunch of good logs here. These are 48-inch lengths, so I'll cut them into 3 to get 16-inch log splitted firewood logs. Like, I'll cut that one there into 3, like 2 cuts. I mean, 1, 2, and then it'll be 3 pieces. And then I'll split it. And this was dead standing. I don't know how long these been dead. I'm sure they were even dead last year. So, and the wood looks pretty good. Look at that wood. It's not really rotten. There was a few back in the bush there. I cut some of these, like a longer, taller tree. Maybe 8 feet of it was kind of rotten, so I just left them there because I thought it was just crumbling. I thought, what's the use? Yeah, you could use it, but anyways, I got this load, and let's go in the garage. I cut down 4 trees last week too. There's my helper. She's always around. Really windy day today. But nice temperature again. It's about +3 Celsius. What's about 38 Fahrenheit? So not bad for up here. So last week I cut down 4 trees. 1 by the pond and 3 behind the garage. And then I split them all this past weekend. So some nice wood here. And these were all dead too, and they're not rotten. There's some really good wood here, so I'm quite happy with that. But if it's 30 below for a week, this supply might only last a week here. Maybe it'll go a little longer, but this winter has been kind of cold, like not horribly cold. But minus 20, minus 25, that's cold enough. You got to keep burning it if you're heating your house with it. So you'll get a week out of this. And those logs I just showed you in that shed, that's maybe another week, and then whatever I got left. So I figure about a month, so I'm gonna have to keep cutting. And the quad hasn't been started for 3 weeks. We haven't taken it out. It's been too cold. So today we're gonna take it for a run because it's quite mild, and then I hear it's getting cold again. 30 below coming back, so better start it up and drive it around a bit because I don't like it sitting that long, I wouldn't let it sit for 6 months without starting it. Plus I did a video where I hooked up the battery. There's a wire here hanging. It's on the other side there. Show you that. So yeah, I took this all apart, the seat off, and took some brackets off. Then I hooked up the wire to the battery. Then it just comes out here now, because then I can keep this battery charged. Yeah, the unit's still fairly new. It won't be any issues yet, but in a couple of years we'll start having issues, and the location of that battery isn't very good, so I'll be glad to have this hook up. then I can just keep the battery topped up, and you know, maybe the battery can last as long as possible. So let's head back outside and I'll talk some more about the firewood and where we took those trees down. Cold looking cars. It's a nice day today. I know some of you think it isn't nice enough, right? But when you get 30 below and 20 below, even 15 below, +3 is nice, guys. And up here when it's +3, you're not going to get any melting. You're going to need more than that, but sometimes some water can drip from the roof there. Pup's happy. So yesterday I took 4 trees down behind there. Now, not trees like that, those are way too big, and those are living trees. But like I said, maybe 25 feet was the highest one, 25 foot. And then last week I took a big one down over there. Look at this frosty car. I actually start this too now and then take it for a little drive. Like, I don't like to just never start it all winter. And propane's at 50%. I'm only keeping the garage around 3 to 5 Celsius. You know, around 40 degrees Fahrenheit. That thing would be empty. If I had it on 50 plus 10, the tank would be empty. It'd be $1,000. It's more, $1,200 with the fees and everything. So, but I gotta have it. I gotta keep things warm in there. So what can you do? But back there last week, took 4 trees down. We went with this this sled over here because it was hard to get in there and get it out. That's the trouble. We have lots of supply, but it starts getting harder the more you go into that other area. It's just almost impossible to get out. Like, you almost got to have someone clear a highway for you. If someone could make a road, like, I know there's equipment, they can drive right through trees and make a path. I've seen it done. Of course you got to pay for it, but maybe someone I could make a deal with. If I give him like 60 or 70% of the wood, just get me a few logs out of there, and then we have a trail to go through, then we can get the wood and bring the quad with the trailer or something. But as it is now, we got to walk in and walk out with it. We got to carry it out. And if any of you have ever chopped down trees and did wood before, you know what I'm talking about. It's easy to say, but it's hard to do. Yeah, so this I'm happy with, yesterday's haul. I'm gonna have to cut these later today and then split them on the weekend again, and then I'm gonna bring in that supply I showed you in the garage. I'm gonna put it here beside this other, like, that stuff's all ready to go. I'm already starting to burn some of that, and I'm saving that other supply yet from last year from that guy, just to make sure I got dry wood. I know I can guarantee that's dry at least, and this is dry too. I've tested it. It's good now. I cut that down in November, so, and it was a dead tree, but just want to make sure. So I'll put that other supply here I showed you in the garage, and then I'll bring these in and split these. So got to keep working. So guys, I just wanted to do a video and update you on the firewood. Plus I can reference this next year. I can look and say, boy, it was already down that much wood. So, you know, I'm thinking I'm gonna get 5 cords next fall. And oh yeah, one more thing. I called the guy yesterday and said, do you have any firewood? He said he's all sold out. It's all gone. You know that guy I got that wood from? He said he has some poplar left, but I don't want the poplar. Remember, it was all, some of it had mushrooms and everything, and some of it was wet, and so I don't want that. He'd have to almost give it to me, so. And he didn't say you can, I'll give you a good deal or nothing, so I got to keep taking a couple trees down every week now, and just get through till we can get through to April, you know, and then work on firewood for next year again. Like, you always got to keep thinking, because I could never cut down all the wood I need for 5 cords. I don't think I could physically do it, and with the equipment we have, I have a good chainsaw, I have electric splitter, but you know, it's a small splitter. It's not meant for doing cords and cords at a time like that. Like, you need a bigger operation then. So maybe find someone to deliver me some logs, or I don't know, or maybe that guy will have a supply again. But you know, it's never ending. You know, if you're gonna live up here like this, you better be prepared for it. So give a big thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one, guys.